3, 2, 5. Hello, thank you. You are live with WVQS News. Later this evening at 10, we're going to look into Enchanted and why it's not labeled as a fairy tale. Also, the anonymous activism group named Anonymous has said that they were going to shut down Far, Far Away. We'll see if that holds true. But first we have a very pressing story about Cinderella. Now, I have an expert here with conspiracy theories. The word on the street, the question being raised around the world, if Cinderella's shoe fit perfectly, why did it fall off when she was running away? Now, the National Corporation for Fairy Tale Falsities has come out in all too exclamatory words, calling this a hoax. We're going to go live to our expert right now. We're going to talk to him right here. He's in the studio, and we're going to see what he has to say. Sir, thank you for being on the show.
Oh, you are welcome.
So, this came through the newswire, and I was shocked. Tell me, why are people saying this?
Well, here's the deal. We've got to start at the beginning.
Okay.
Cinderella fundamentalists think, or some theorists anyway, that Cinderella spilled punch in her shoe at the party before she ran away.
Slippery.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Punch during the 17 or 1600s was not very slippery because it was made of wheat.
Now, the National Corporation for Fairy Tale Falsities said in their memo that it is impossible that the shoe fit perfectly and that the prince must have found a different shoe because he thought she was hot.
Exactly. He chose her because of her attractiveness. Her body was curvy and smooth like that's what historians tell us.
That's fascinating. I have a few more questions to ask you, but first we're going to go live to the field. I have Paul McCartney live on the field. And our host, Paul McCartney, he has found a shoe cobbler who's going to tell us more about shoes and how they really work, and if a perfect shoe could fall off. Paul, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, Paul, what you got for me?
I'm here with the cobbler of the fairyland, and I just want to ask you, sir, what exactly was the shoe made of that night?
The shoe, I wasn't the exact cobbler, but I heard from the trainer, my trainer, he made the shoe of glass.
Glass shoe? How exactly does one make a glass shoe?
I'm not sure. He never taught me that trick exactly. He showed me some other substances such as styrofoam and rubber, but never glass.
Now, is it possible that perhaps he made two sets of glass shoes? That if the prince found someone that he preferred more than Cinderella, or more than another woman, that he could have chosen differently?
That just sounds like a crazy conspiracy theory to me. But
another glass shoe? You be the judge. Back to you.
Thank you, Paul. So, I had my crew whip me up this example. Here's a glass heel.
All right.
Tell me about it. Could it work? Could it slip? Look, like my hand slips right down in there. It seems like it fits perfectly good.
Are you an 8? You wear 8 shoes? Hands are different fundamentally than feet. I'm sorry, I'm being problematic.
It's okay.
Just a little insulted. This shoe looks like silicone-made glass, maybe from lightning striking a beach.
Okay.
It was probably blown afterwards.
Now, but correct me if I'm wrong. Cinderella was supposed to get the shoes from her fairy godmother, right? It was part of that transformation bippity-boppity-boop thing. So it could be magical shoes that were allowed to be slippery. That's what fundamentalists would say, right?
I swear these came from a beach. And South Carolina sand, I know it.
I'll be right back with
It's
you.
true!
I'll be right back with you. We have Cinderella. Cinderella's going to talk to us. Our reporter, John Goodson, is with Cinderella, and she's going to stand up for herself and say why it's not a hoax. Cinderella, John, what...
Hi, John Goodson here with Cinderella. And we're going to settle this once and for all. Cinderella, tell us the truth. Did the slipper really just slip off?
It was midnight and I got scared because I had to be back, so my stepsisters are so mean, I just wanted to get back, so I ran down the stairs, and as I ran, it just slipped off. And then he found me.
But explain to us how a perfect fit shoe could just slip off.
It was the punch. He was so sweet, and as we were dancing, I did a waltz step and it just dripped and just the slightest drop got underneath my arch and it just slipped out. It was the punch.
Such a sweet story.
It was made of honey, not wheat. It was honey, not wheat.
That's how it's such a good, true love story. Back to you.
Did you notice her hesitancy? That story, it was made of honey. Honey wasn't invented.
Thank you. This has been WVUQ News. You heard it first. Cinderella blames it on the alcoholic punch.